Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general energy reading for the sign of Virgo for September 2021. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. So if the reading resonates, then that's awesome, or if parts of the message does resonate, then that's cool as well. If it doesn't, then it's just simply not your message. So just please use your own discernment and just take what you feel is right for you and leave the rest, okay? So I'm currently shuffling with the Light Seers Tarot, and I'll be using some other different, it doesn't even make sense, some other tarot cards to clarify, and I'll also be using some Soul Journey Oracle cards at the end of the reading for some sort of advice and guidance for you guys as well, okay? So I've done quite a few readings already today, that's probably why I'm feeling a little bit like, ooh. Anyway, so I have already posted love readings separately on the channel, so you guys are up there, but I will be putting in a link at the end of the reading for you guys to have access to the September love reading as well, okay? So this deck, sorry about this deck is a bit harder to shuffle than the other one that I use quite regularly. So what can we get for Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus for September. I'm getting this kind of sense of like trying to micromanage like different aspects of your life to make sure that everything kind of fits coherently with everything. Like if you've got a set plan or something that you're trying to do in place, like trying to make sure that it's like the final touches are being put in to make sure that things are going to run smoothly. So you may get the odd distraction I'm getting, so obviously with me trying to get the cards out, it's like you may get the odd thing trying to distract you and deter you off of your path, but I'm getting this overall sense that eventually you're going to be so focused about what it is that you're doing that you'll be able to kind of get everything done, okay? So what have we got for Virgo before I carry on to kind of just go off on a tangent? What have we got for Virgo, please, for September 2021? Oh, okay. So we have the Two of Swords. Oh, wow. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, with the Empress in reverse. What's going on here? Ooh, okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. So we have the Sun. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have the Sun. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we have the Chariot. Of course, we don't need any more cards. With the Queen of Cups upright. With the Star, beautiful. Okay. So, you could obviously have these signs in your chart, or if there's anything pertaining to a love or a love situation, your person may have them in their chart. So, we'll just see what's going on. So first of all, we have the Emperor and the Empress on the board. So we have the Aries energy, we have Taurus or Libra, we have Leo here, which is the Sun, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here as well, which is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus energy. We also have the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. We have the Two of Swords here in reverse with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with the Page of Swords upright, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Aquarius here with the Star, and we have the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy with the Queen of Cups. So, wow, okay. What I'm getting here overall is there may be an ending, or like either you or someone that you're dealing with is coming to an end of potentially a karmic cycle of sorts. And the reason I say that is because there may have been a lot of stagnation of staying in a particular situation where something just wasn't necessarily working out properly. Especially here with the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, there could be like a husband and wife, or potentially It could even be a karmic relationship. If not, then it could be two divine counterparts who aren't fully in their power as of yet, or they've been in a very long cycle with each other and felt relatively stuck. Potentially could be just watching each other from afar, trying to figure out the next best thing on how to move on forward. I'm getting to bring light on a particular situation and be able to move on forward. Potentially there could be masculine feminine energies even in within yourself that may necessarily not be fully balanced as of right now. And I'm getting this overall sense that either you or someone that you're dealing with, you could be really focusing on trying to balance these particular energies to enable you to move on forward to where you want to be and take direction and control of your life by following this type of like initiative I'm getting to move yourself forward to bring happiness and joy and success into your life. I feel like if there's a legal contract of sorts that there has been difficulties, that's going to be sorted and is going to be transformed eventually. It may take some time, but it's going to allow you to end up having the eventual stability and home security that you have wanted, or long-term financial security I'm getting. Predominantly with the Two of Swords in reverse, there may have been a period of time where you've been very confused and something necessarily hasn't been working out. Potentially you may have felt very emotionally detached from a particular situation, and so therefore it's like making sure like you're staying in separation of a particular type of situation. So I'm just getting the sense that whatever it has been going on, you've had to take the time to go within to allow yourself to figure out how to move yourself forward. And it's interesting here with the Sun, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. 19 here with the Sun, and 10 here with the Wheel. And 19 and 10, you take away, you get the 9, which is the Hermit energy. And actually we have that here available underneath the Star. Okay? So there may have been a period of time where either you or your person may have been in separation, if this is something that could resonate, and you're going to be coming out of separation. You may have had to take some time to really contemplate your life in order for a cycle to kind of come to a completion, or to eventually get some sort of closure. And you may be fearful that potentially you may be repeating some sort of mistakes and being stuck in a particular cycle. But I'm getting this knowing of like you're going to eventually be able to move on from out of that. So if you have felt particularly stuck for quite some time in a particular situation, you will be getting healing from that by nurturing of yourself and potentially of others around you. Okay, so you're going to be getting help and guidance to follow your intuition, follow your heart, and put this extra healing into yourself by following your intuition. And you're going to be receiving the support. The universe is going to support you here with the Star energy. Like you're going to feel so much more rejuvenated, and whatever clarity it is that you've been wanting that you may not necessarily have received previously, that will be coming to a light. That will be coming to a head eventually as well. So I'm just feeling that there may have been a period of stagnation in relation to what's ever going on in your life, but you will eventually be able to turn that around and gain some sort of fresh perspective and enlightenment in relation to what's happening by putting this extra care into yourself and following your passions. You'll be able to overcome certain hurdles in your life. So if there has been, there may potentially even be a breakup of sorts, potentially if this is a third party situation. There may be a breakup to do with a marriage, potentially, or some sort of divorce I'm getting. But if that's not necessarily the case, there's there may have been people around you potentially who may have not been as emotionally supportive, who may be relatively cold, maybe not wanting you to succeed in a particular endeavour. And potentially that may have been relatively difficult to find out and accept. and it may have left you in a period of time where you've been unsure about how to move on forward. And the truth of the matter is that potentially this illumination, seeing the truth for a particular reason, and it's allowing you to eventually move on forward rather than feel stuck in another cycle. And we have 2 10s here, so you could be seeing 10-10. Eventually everything will work out in your favour and you'll be able to move on forward. Okay? Maybe you're going to see the truth, or some sort of lie may be exposed to do with a family home situation. I see how I wanted to put that down in reverse, but that is coming out upright. So if there has been instability or any fights to do with finances or anything like that, or any kind of legal contracts, that's be coming to an end. But what I feel like is really important that I now do is start clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and see what kind of messages we can get here for you guys. Okay. Right. Ooh. You may just feel like you just want to take a big sigh of relief. You just want to take some time for yourself, like, you know, take time to kind of breathe in and just know and feel that you're kind of safe regardless of what's going on around you. Okay. And focus on this kind of situation on yourself. What's going on with this Emperor in reverse? What's going on with this Emperor? Look at this, 10 of Cups with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. What have we got at the bottom of the deck? Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. So potentially if you are dealing with an Aries, or you have it in your chart, maybe someone has potentially had, there may have been an affair either with you or with someone or this other person, or somebody found out about something potentially, I'm getting, and then something's going to be coming to light. Potentially either this person may have to, you or this person may have to think before they speak, basically, before making sure that everything is kind of how it needs to be. Potentially there's been some sort of letdown to do with a family home situation. Then maybe something didn't necessarily work out. There's been some sort of, something's not necessarily worked out. And therefore this has been incredibly difficult. Somebody may be feeling the lack of courage right now to be able to move on forward. Potentially there may have been a lot of drama in a situation. Maybe if there has been something that seemed to be like a happy family home, turns out that it wasn't, and it wasn't giving the fulfillment that somebody was after here. Maybe it wasn't working out here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, I'm going to pull another card for that. So why else is the Emperor here? Ooh. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So there could have been a third party situation, doesn't necessarily have to be. But there's been something where someone's realised there's been a lack of growth, and maybe some sort of vulnerability to do with a connection or a relationship or a home situation or a work something. Maybe somebody's kind of like on the fence and they haven't necessarily come forward to give an apology as of yet. That's there may be something blocking something moving forward here. Yeah, could be to do with a Capricorn, or releasing a toxic situation, somebody trying to gain control of leaving something that's not worthwhile. Look at this here with the Lovers next door, like the light. We have the light side of the Lovers and then the dark side of the Lovers with the Devil, like right next door to each other here. Could be dealing with a Gemini, doesn't necessarily have to be. But this is kind of releasing something, like healing or something, moving on forward. To get out of a difficult situation, like leaving a toxic situation potentially that has been very heartbreaking. You're moving on from that. And then we have the Emperor here in reverse again. I'm getting this potentially even a father figure, or an uncle, or just someone, even maybe in a boss figure, a CEO of a company, a work colleague, something along those lines. Maybe you feel like you've given up on a situation to do with someone, and like moving on from that, deciding to heal yourself and leave a toxic relationship. or a situation. Yeah, following your intuition potentially, allowing yourself to move on forward. What's this Empress here in reverse? What's that about? I just definitely feel like there's been some sort of... I'm just getting the word promiscuous. Why is the Empress here in reverse? Oh, yeah, 8 of Swords in reverse. So potentially somebody trying to get out of their head to do with a difficult situation, maybe accepting a situation for what it is, and trying to liberate themselves, escape from something. Look at this with the Empress upright. Oh my gosh. So maybe someone was in a difficult situation in their life where it kind of drained their confidence. Made them feel like relatively empty, and they thought that they had the happy home and everything. It might have looked like everything was all right, but potentially they've had to make a very impossible decision that was really challenging. Maybe they felt stuck in that decision, trying to see the light of a situation, and then therefore they've getting out of their head now, and they're embracing this new type of energy, allowing themselves to move on forward with confidence and rediscovering their worth. I'm getting, and look at that with the 10 of Pentacles upright, and we have that here. Wow. Okay, so potentially, yeah, I'm rebalancing. Look at this with the 2 of Pentacles. Wow, so there's definitely something being balanced out that may have felt unhopeful at one point, but it's being changed around. It's being changed around, especially here with the Sun energy. So obviously please take and leave what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Somebody's been very much up in their head, stressed, unsure of them, what they're doing with their life. Yeah. Being in stagnation here with the Hangman energy, could be dealing with the Pisces. Okay, unsure of which way to go here with the 2 of Wands in reverse. Potentially fearful of like making plans to be able to move forward. Being stuck, not sure what changes to make. But then someone's gathering the confidence to move on forward after the hardship and potentially get themselves single from after a difficult situation. I'm getting, and then embracing a brand new beginning potentially in work or a new project or maybe a new passionate relationship of sorts. What's going on here with the Sun? What's going on here with the Sun? So obviously please take what resonates. What's the Sun here? The Fool in reverse. Yeah, healing. So potentially there may have been a period of time where there may have been anxiety about taking the leap of faith, maybe feeling that you haven't or someone hasn't necessarily healed as of yet. So preventing themselves from moving on forward. Maybe something got illuminated that they couldn't move themselves forward, follow their heart's desire, and they may have tried to take reckless action, or they thought about doing that but then realised it probably wasn't the best thing to do. So they've kind of held themselves back potentially and made a decision to eventually take the leap of faith when they have taken the time to look after themselves here and heal, especially here with the Queen of Cups and the Star energy. Yeah, potentially may have had the illumination to give up on a particularly difficult situation. Admit defeat that something might not necessarily be working, or just really feeling overwhelmed, but that's going to be all coming to an end. Yeah, all the conflict may have just decided, look, I can't be bothered with the challenges anymore, with the difficulties, I'm just going to move on forward out of that. So why is the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse? Oof, straight out, gosh. Okay, yeah, so this is it. The difficulty may have been that either you or someone that you're dealing with may have been a bit fearful to rock the boat, may have stayed in a particular situation, felt that there was no control of something, that you had setback after setback, and you just didn't want to move on in a particular way. Maybe there's been some sort of unresolved issues to do with a situation, or potentially for legal reasons you might even have felt like you were unable to move on from a situation because you had stability, and maybe you felt like, oh, it's the impossible decision of, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't make that particular decision because it's going to upheaval everything else in my life. And you know, that's interesting here because we have the Hermit energy and then the Tower in reverse, which is like fear of change. So potentially you may have felt like you've been resisting a particular change for the sake of some sort of stability, but then emotionally there may not necessarily have been the fulfillment there. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups and it kind of came out reverse, but there may have been a period of time where you felt like, oh, I'm unsure about moving on, like maybe things aren't necessarily going to work out, feeling like regret of staying in a particular situation, focused on loss, but you're going to recover from that, release particular difficult emotions. You may have had some sort of emotional baggage, or someone you're dealing with has had, and it's like taking the time to heal to eventually realise that you can eventually move on, and that could potentially there have been an emotional blockage of sorts, potentially here with the realisation that there's been emotionally dissatisfied in something. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then hold like staying in the dark with the Two of Swords energy, trying to feel like stay on the fence to do with a difficult situation, but justice will be coming in for you. Broke up the deck, or you could be dealing with a Libra. Like there's going to be some sort of balance coming in for you, and we kind of saw that earlier with the Two of Pentacles wanted to show itself. Yeah, look at this with the Sun, and we got the Sun here twice with the Nine of Pentacles. So once you resolve these particular issues, emotional issues or what have you, there's going to be, or financial issues, home, what have you, you're going to be able to feel emotionally secure in yourself. You're going to have the financial stability. You're going to feel happy and secure. There's going to be joy. There's going to be success. With the Sun here, like this is like double confirmation that things will be all right. Potentially you may be getting a lawyer involved, or someone who's very strategic, who's going to be able to help you, you know, kind of give a very objective view on a particular situation and kind of guide you on how to move on forward with very strategically, I'm getting. And they're going to be very honest with helping you or assisting you in a particular manner to move on forward and help you let go of said burdens that you may have been carrying, an ending of a difficult cycle. You could have been dealing with someone who was relatively manipulative, or felt like things, you might be trying to stay as emotionally distant or withdrawn from your emotions if this is a difficult time that you're dealing with, to allow yourself to kind of be in your head over your heart and to drop particular burdens and go after your kind of security that you may be wanting. Okay, and then so yeah, you're going to be sitting here pretty though with the Nine of Pentacles eventually. Like you're going to get the stability, become self-sufficient, maybe even single. You'll eventually get the rewards that you're after on a particular situation. I just got that the sun will come out tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Excuse my singing voice, I do not normally sing, it's awful. So why is the Chariot here? Okay, that's too many. But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune right next door to it. You will eventually move on out of that. With the Chariot in reverse? What? We've got the Chariot upright with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Chariot in the reverse. Like, what? There's been a period of time where you feel stuck and you may have not felt like you were able to move, but that will be transitioning, that will be changing. You may have felt in the dark about it for a long time and potentially unsure about a situation. Where's the Chariot here? Oh, God. Page of Swords, look. Upright with the Page of Swords here as well. Double Page of Swords. You're going to get some sort of incoming news or confirmation to do with a situation. You're going to make some plans on to move on forward. There's burdens you've been carrying, but you're coming to the end of it. Yeah, the tower's going to come down. A secret's going to be revealed about a particular burden, and you're going to be able to sever ties from it eventually here with the Page of Swords upright. Potentially there are going to be people who are wanting to kind of like draw you into like some sort of petty arguments, and potentially it's like asking you to be patient, that eventually things will kind of turn around for you, but you may have to be waiting for some time as of yet. I'm just getting the sense that you are going to receive the news on a particular relationship, but potentially someone else may be trying to drag you into some sort of arguments, which could be very stressful. But eventually things will balance out and you'll be able to move on forward. I'm going to take one more for the Chariot, and then I'll do this journey, like soul journey cards for you for advice and guidance. Is there anything else you want to tell us? What was that? Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. You may feel like you can't trust yourself, or someone will feel powerless in a particular situation, but that's coming to an end with the Tower. Something drastic is going to happen, and it's going to give you the enlightenment that you need to be able to move on forward. Yeah, you're going to be able to move on. Look at that. You're going to be able to move on from carrying of the burdens here. Forgive a particular situation, recover from it, physically heal, move on. Yeah, potentially here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, with the Ten of Wands, there may have been a situation where you've really struggled or dealt with someone who was very selfish in a particular relationship, or there may have been debts of sort, but you're going to balance yourself emotionally, work on yourself, and not deal with really like flighty people anymore. And you're making the decision to work on yourself and heal. Okay. And you're just going to kind of let go of what you need to let go of to bring in what you need to come in. Okay. So this is the Soul Journey Oracle cards. Obviously, if the reading obviously makes sense, then that's awesome. If it doesn't, then it's just simply not your message. So just please use your own discernment. I'm reading for quite a lot of people. So what have we got here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What advice can you give for Virgo, please? Ooh, wow, look at that. Indecision. So yes, look at this. It's so fascinating because with the Two of Swords here in reverse, you know, this is a period of time where you've been very indecisive, or you know someone that has been like very on the fence, unsure, having to make a decision and being really confused. And potentially you may have received so much information about a particular situation, you get your head spinning and you're not sure about which way to go forward. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life, or of life. So you're getting to that point where something's going to be revealed to you, that you can trust yourself, and that even if all the kind of logical like facts and thoughts and what have you, if something doesn't necessarily feel look like it adds up, or it looks like it adds up, but then it doesn't feel right, it's like trusting in yourself enough to know that you are on the right track, because we've got Sun here twice upright. So there's definitely endings of a situation coming in, major endings. I'm gonna take one more for Virgo, please. What was that? Happiness. Look, I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So you will eventually get to the point where you have this particular happiness. You know, with the Sun here twice, there will be success, there will be happiness, there will be sunshine, you will be able to move on. But it's like letting go of any worries that you may have had previously, and any difficulties, and just kind of trust that things are working out for you. Okay? Anyway, so I hope that you guys enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share and subscribe, leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll hopefully see you guys again soon. Take care, bye for now.